everybody, welcome back. Today I'm sharing my current favorite items since my last video. I swear I don't know when my last video was, but yeah, I have some stuff here. Not a lot actually, because you know we are in mini lockdown in Singapore, so I haven't been using a lot of my makeup. I have been doing a lot of get ready with me's to use my makeup, but otherwise got quite a few of like, you know, house stuff, something for my hair. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kat. I love to do luxury related videos, but I also love skincare and makeup. So on the weekdays, I usually do get ready with me. I'm doing this makeup alphabet. And on the weekends, we talk about luxury, like handbags and all, which I've got some at the back. So if you like that kind of video, I hope you will subscribe. And for everyone else, let's get started. I want to be a bit organized, but I think it's gonna be a bit random. So let's start with the two things that's in front of me. Firstly is this hairbrush. Now, I managed to get a good friend, Clara, to help me get this from Hong Kong. This is the Boar hairbrush from Aka Kappa. This is the pure boar hairbrush, so it's made out of boar hair. And they have another version which is half nylon, half boar hair. But the reason I have been loving this hairbrush is because I mentioned in another video, I think it was one of my get ready with me videos, where I am doing this less hair washing, where I don't wash my hair with shampoo every single day. I am, you know, my hair is thinning, my hair is not very thick to begin with, but in the past couple of months, my hair is dropping even more, and I think it's because I shampoo my hair every single day, and sometimes I even shampoo twice a day, and I think it's really harsh for my scalp. So I started to do a little bit of research about shampooing less, even though I am gymming on a daily basis. The first couple of weeks was honestly so challenging because my scalp just got so oily. I would do my gym, just water wash my hair, and by the nighttime my hair is just like, my scalp is actually really oily and my hair is just like matte on my head like this. But today, it's been about a month, maybe more, and I can get away with just water wash for about 2 to 3 days and my scalp is not oily. Now, why this is a favorite is because boar hair is actually really good for distributing the oils from your scalp down to your hair, and it makes your hair really shiny, and it's really good to comb long hair. Now, this is my second boar hairbrush. I had this exact same version a couple years ago when my hair was long, but then I had short hair and I didn't use it for a while, and I think I didn't clean it properly, then it got all dirty and all like gross, so I threw that away. And because I'm doing this water washing and trying to distribute the oils from the hair, this has been an amazing brush. The day that I shampoo my hair is not oily, right? My scalp's not oily, but the next day it starts to get a little oily, just a really little bit, because now my scalp has acclimatized to the water wash and without the shampoo, so it might get a little oily. So what I do every day or every night, I would just, you know, comb my hair from the roots all the way down, and I find that it distributes like the oils in my hair, and it actually makes the hair more healthy. And I actually really love this. So this is a big favorite, and I got this delivered from Hong Kong because I got Clara to get it for me. They don't have a store in Singapore, but I will leave the link to Aka Kappa below. Sticking with the shampoo and water wash, the other thing that I have been using is in this little container of like liquid. It's in one of those like spray bottles. This is actually apple cider vinegar rinse. I take 1 tablespoon and I fill it up with 100 ml of water. So it's very diluted. What I do is usually on the second night or the third day is that I spray this onto my scalp and onto my hair, and I leave it there for maybe a couple of minutes and I wash it off. I find that this apple cider rinse helps with the oils a little bit. It like cuts it through a bit, and I can extend my no shampooing for another day or maybe up to 2 days. So usually on the second night or the third day, if I want to try like extra 1 more day, this has been so good. Just be warned, apple cider is very acidic, so you need to dilute it. I think I could dilute it even more, and don't leave it on your scalp for too long because then it would really dry out your hair. And don't use it every day. Like, I only use it when my scalp is reaching that oily point, and I just you know, spray it into my scalp, rinse it, like leave it there for a couple of minutes, and then I wash it off, and I find that it cuts that oil down a little bit. Since I've got my apple cider here as well, I have been taking a teaspoon up to a tablespoon of apple cider every morning now. And I don't know if it's good for my health or not, but I have been enjoying just taking a teaspoon, tablespoon, putting it to a big glass of water and just gulp it down. And I find that it's helping with my digestion as well. I don't feel like I am bloated as much. And I think it's also because I've been eating a lot of hot, spicy, oily food. So taking one, like a cup of this every morning, well, not a cup of this, but a diluted cup of apple cider vinegar juice in the morning has been really good. So I'll let you know how I go about with this healthy drink in the morning. And maybe in the next couple of months, if I finish this, it will definitely be in an empties. Nespresso Aerochino. Where have you been all my life? This was a purchase about 3 weeks ago, and I have been using it every single day. This is a milk frothing machine that you can just put a bit of milk and it will turn, use magnet or something, it will just spin and it froths up the milk. If you've been following my Get Ready With Me's, every morning I'll have a cup of coffee, and I look forward to having a cup of coffee now with my Nespresso machine. A couple of colleagues gave me a Nespresso machine for a housewarming gift, and I love it, but for the longest time I've been drinking it with just cold milk or just, you know, just a little bit of milk, because I always take my coffee with milk. And it hasn't been like the best. Now I finally decided to pull the trigger to buy this Aerochino. Oh my gosh, where have you been? This is Starbucks at home. It froths up the milk, it makes it hot and warm, and it creates this nice creamy foam on the top. It's so delicious, so yummy, such a pleasure to drink coffee in the morning now. I love this. If you have a Nespresso, but you don't have a milk frother, invest in one of these Aerochinos. You will thank me for it, okay? This little machine, just press the little button, it spins. I've got two skincare favorites this month. The first is the Paulas Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I don't know, for whatever reason or whatever is happening, maybe my diet, maybe my sleep pattern, I've been getting a lot of zits this month. I've got a huge one here, I've got another one here, and I've got like a lot of like spots on my cheek, like chin and cheek here. And I suspect, like I said, it's because of my sleeping habit. I've been sleeping late, been eating late, and all of that. Plus, you know, I'm not young anymore, so maybe my digestive system is not at its peak and optimal function. So I've been getting a lot of pimples. This has been a savior, because this gigantic monster of a zit was so painful, and I had my itchy fingers and I pinched it. Then I started to use this again, like to cleanse the skin and exfoliate the skin, because it has salicylic acid. So around my nose, for my blackheads and my pores. And oh my gosh, where have you been? But I don't use this all the time anymore. I use this usually when I get a breakout or I just feel like my skin is extra congested. If you have dry skin, you need to be careful with these kind of like chemical exfoliants. I have combination dry, more dehydrated and dry, but I also have like a lot of oils in my T-zone and of course my chin. So I usually use this when I need it. I don't use this every night anymore. I used to do that every single night when my skin was oilier. But I've noticed in the past year, my skin is drier. It produces less oils, but it's also congested. So when I use this too often, I find that it dries out my skin. But when I do need it, it's a great exfoliant to just cleanse the skin. So this month, because of all the zits and congestion, exfoliant, bring it, give it to me. The other skincare favorite is this weird contraption. If you have not seen this on social media, this is the Reefer Tool. It is a massage tool to do kind of like drainage and face massage. I have been putting this by my bedside every night, and I would just massage my face, massage the side of my neck, and just relax for the night. It's been so good to depuff my face. I honestly can't tell you if it really depuffs it or it lifts my skin, but it's the relaxation that I get from just rolling it on my skin and my face and massaging that puffy cheeks and massaging especially around the eyes. You gotta be gentle with it, but it's just that relaxation that I've been enjoying. And then especially around the neck here, oh, this is so good. Like sometimes when you use your hand, you can't get into the knots, but this, because you can roll like this is a rolling ball. It's so good to just roll around the neckline here and the muscles at the side of the neck, at the back of the neck. For the muscle that is like this big muscle, what is this called? The traps. This one, I still need to use my finger. I use like a ball, but sometimes, you know, just a little bit like rolling it here, it works. But around the neck here, around the chin, the jaw, around the eyes, oh man, this is so good. You don't need to get the Reefer Tool because this is premium, it's expensive. There are so many massage tools out there. Just find the one that is at your price point, at your budget, and just enjoy it. Don't expect it to create immediate change. I don't feel like it does for me, but I'm not consistent. I'm not one that uses this every single morning, every single night. I think if you do, you will definitely see a difference, but I use it more of a relaxing tool just to, you know, have something to do while I'm lying on bed watching a YouTube video. One tip that I want to give you about using these tools is to put it at a space that you will see and you will reach for, because I kept it in my drawer for the longest time and I sort of got lazy and didn't use it again. But now because it's by my bedside and I would see it, then I kind of like feel like I should just use it. I've made it a habit to pick it up at night, or at least almost every night, and just roll my face and just enjoy the moment. So yeah, that's just a tip, to put it somewhere that you will see and you will reach to. I only have one makeup favorite for this month, and it's because we're at home, and even though I'm doing my get ready with me's, nothing in my makeup collection is just like, oh my gosh, I need to talk about it, except for this, because this is a little bit like a surprise favorite. And this is the By Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush. A little bit gimmicky, but it has a wand that can be twisted and straightened. So it's kind of fun to straighten it, and when it's a straight brush, you get length. Then you can twist it and the whole brush twirls, and because it's like twirl, it captures more of the product, and then you can like thicken your lashes. It's gimmicky, it's expensive, but it has been a surprising favorite for this month. I think it's fun. It does do the trick of lengthening and thickening. Does it keep my lashes like curled compared to my waterproof mascara? Not really. So if you want to curl your eyelashes, then this would not be the one that keeps the curl, but it's pretty okay. Like it won't go all the way down. I have some mascaras where, you know, I curl my eyelashes with an eyelash curler, then I put the mascara on, the next thing my eyelashes go like straight down. This sort of still keeps it curl-ish, not too much compared to my Lash Paradise or my Carbon Black from L'Oreal, but I actually am enjoying this By Terry. Like I have I've got 4 mascaras in front of me. These are the 4 that I'm, you know, rotating. My 2 waterproof one, I've got the Emotion Proof, is this waterproof as well, from Tom Ford. These are great, but I seem to always want to reach for my By Terry this month for all my makeup get ready with me's. So yeah, big favorite, big gimmicky favorite, but I have been enjoying it as well. These 2 perfumes have been on constant rotation. The Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540, and something on the polar opposite, my all-time favorite Annick Goutal Petite Chérie. These 2 cannot be more different. This is a very sweet, floral, light, girly scent. Not citrusy at all, for sure. I hardly smell any citrus in it, but this is such a pleasant perfume that every time I use it, I get compliments. People will be like, wow, I love that perfume, it's so sweet, it's so pleasant and delicate. And it's not offensive in any way. Like, I don't find that anyone that smells this will say, oh my god, it's too strong, it's too much. Most people, when they smell it, they're like, that's nice, it's a pleasant, delicate perfume. This Baccarat Rouge, on the other hand, is you either hate it or love it. First time that I smelled this, I honestly didn't like it. On my hand, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet and rich and caramel-like. A bit too much for me and not my kind of smell. The kind of smell that I feel will give me a headache. But I told the story that once I walked out from the store, because I sprayed it on my hand, I kept getting whiffs of this like yummy, sometimes mysterious, sometimes woody, sometimes interesting, sharp smells that was all around me, but not me. I'm like, every time, I was like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? What's that? I kept getting phantom smells, and it was coming from me. But it felt like it was coming from the outside in, and I was obsessed. I was just, oh my gosh, what an interesting perfume. And I decided to get it, and I haven't been disappointed. I always want to put it on. Like, I can't tell you why. It's so sweet, but once I put it away, I keep wanting to pick it up and smell it again. And I put it away and I want to smell it again. It's that kind of strange perfume. Oh man, but I have a very untrained nose that if I spray too much of this, I will die. I will still get a migraine and headache. I can take a little bit of it. So I could do like one spray. Let's do one spray now. Oh! And that to me is enough for me just to enjoy that sweet smell, but not too overpowering that by the next 30 minutes I'm just, oh my gosh, I need to take a shower kind of moment. It's enough, like just that hint of it that I can smell like I got a bit of it on my hand, and a little bit of that on my shirt and on my neck, that I can just get whiffs of it. That's just a little yummy. So again, untrained nose, trying to appreciate expensive perfumes, but I love this. Of course, this is again, my Petite Chérie is one that, no-brainer. Anytime I feel like smelling a little bit nice, I would use my Petite Chérie from Goutal, or they have rebranded it. The new bottle is there. I don't think you can see it, but the new bottle is slightly more chic. This is very old school. It just reminds me of the bottles that I would see on my mom's dresser when I was young. Whereas the new bottles are more modern, it's more sleek looking, but still retains this kind of white, clear glass with a golden cap. Definitely perfumes and smells have been a big part of the past few months because I've been home a lot. And I spoke about aromatherapy as well, and I actually just picked up a few more essential oils to add to my humidifier and just to make the room just smell pleasant and sometimes uplifting and sometimes calming. Has been very good for my mental state. I nearly said goodbye and forget to mention this bag. This YSL puffer has become a monthly favorite again. I have been taking my bag out every time I go out for groceries, or you know, we can still go out, you know, the shops are still open and I'm, you know, walking around. I have been taking my bag and I forgot how amazing this bag feels against my body. Every time I put it under, you know, my arm and I'm just like having it by my elbow, it feels so good. In fact, because I've been lazy, just don't want to carry it on my shoulder, I have been carrying it like a crossbody bag. It is a bit bulky because it sticks out, but I don't care. I'm just enjoying the bag and just using it, and it's so luxurious. I think I'm all about sensory things right now. Sensories for the smell, sensories for the touch and feel. And because it is YSL and not the Chanel 19, which is so much more expensive, I don't feel so bad about squishing this bag. It's still a very expensive bag, but when I compare and think about me squishing the Chanel 19, I feel a little bit more comfortable on squishing the YSL. It's so squishable. It's so like, it's so nice to touch and just enjoy. And this is lambskin, by the way, if you don't know, I'll put my review video up here. This is lambskin, but this lambskin, you know, I'm just like doing this, pressing it fairly tough. It's so tough. It's really, really good quality lambskin. And you know, I haven't been the most careful with, you know, opening the bag. Like I'm not you know, gently doing this. I am putting my hand underneath and pulling it up. And honestly, there's hardly any scratches. In my review video, I was saying that, you know, I think there's gonna be scratches. Maybe I was over analyzing the bag. I was like this, you know, looking at it like this. But I don't have more scratches. And even if I do, like I've got this tiny one here, I'm using my thumb and I'm doing this right now. I'm massaging it. And I swear, it's gone. It's gone. There was a tiny little nick there. Wow, this is incredible leather. Like if you want to experience lambskin but don't want to pay the high price point for Dior or Chanel, gosh, YSL lambskin, it is really, really good. So a big favorite this month, I have been just enjoying this bag and just cuddling it, having it on my, you know, when I'm sitting down, putting it on my thighs and I'm just like putting my hands on it. I'm constantly touching it and just caressing the lambskin. So yes, almost forgot to mention this, but my YSL puffer is another favorite this month. So those are all my current favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will link everything in the description section down below so that you can easily check them out. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And everybody, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!